What's up, YouTube? It is Jeff Tuffner here on the Glorious Podcast, coming to you with my Monday Night Raw review, the September 18th, 2017 edition. And this was supposedly the go-home show for the No Mercy pay-per-view this Sunday. And I legit did not realize that until about 10 minutes ago when Raw went off the air. I legit, right at the end, I realized that this was the go-home show. They said something, and I was like, wait, this is the go-home show? And it just hit me. It hit me like that. That's the kind of night it was. I legit forgot it was even the go-home show for a pay-per-view. And I was kind of excited for No Mercy. I mean, there were a few matches I'm looking forward to. But the fact that I didn't even realize tonight was a go-home show for the pay-per-view was just, it's unbelievable. I cannot believe it. That's how bad it was tonight. This could be a case of me, once again, not being really interested in the show tonight and just not feeling like watching or whatever, or being tired or whatever. That was the case a few weeks ago. It's been reverse every week now. Last week, I thought last week was decent. I didn't hate last week. It wasn't completely awful. I think I gave it a 6 out of 10. Tonight's going to get about, I'm just going to pull, I usually wait till the end to do my rating on the show, but I think I'm just going to give it right now, 4 out of 10, 4.5 out of 10 maybe at best. It wasn't really that good tonight, guys. I mean, the show opened, Kurt Angle, The Miz, Jason Jordan segment, whatever. It was okay. That was one of the actual better parts of the show, I think. But Jason Jordan still. Here we go again. I'm complaining about Jason Jordan again every week. Still, they have not done anything with this character. Give him a damn character. I mean, if he doesn't get a character, he's not going to go anywhere. He can wrestle. We saw it last week. We saw it the week before against John Cena and Roman Reigns, all those weeks. He can wrestle. He can put on a good match. He has no damn character. He gets no damn reaction. He's had about 25 theme songs in the last 2 months. So, just give him a character or something. I don't know. It's just the whole, he's Kurt Angle's son thing. That's not going to work. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they change his character sometime soon. I don't know. They'd better do it because, I feel like he's got the potential. It just pisses me off when they waste a guy like that who has the potential, but they're just too lazy. Lazy. That's the key word that describes WWE these days. Lazy to do anything with them for a character. They just can't take the time out of the day just to come up with a nice character. Try something out. They won't do that. What do we get next? We have Nia Jax defeating Alexa Bliss. What happened after the match, I guess, is what's more important. We get a Bayley return in her hometown, San Jose. She actually got a reaction. That was rare because, remember, before she got hurt, she was getting booed out of the building practically every week. But she got a reaction. Part of it was because it was her return. And another part of it was her hometown. So, yeah. So she's back. And then they ended up adding her to the match, which I just do not get at all. I don't like this decision. Fatal 4-way match at first. I don't care for these big matches at all. I'm not a fan of fatal 4-way matches, 5-way matches, 6-way matches, you know what I mean? Not even triple threats on occasion. I just like to keep it plain and simple, one-on-one matches most of the time. Triple threats are okay on occasion. Everything's okay on occasion, but it just feels like all the time it's always got to be these big multi matches or whatever, with more than one person, one-on-one matches. I just hate that. And then they add Bayley to the match, and it is now a 5-way match between Bayley, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Emma this Sunday at the No Mercy pay-per-view, the women's title on Raw. It's just, I don't know. Who's going to win this match? They're going to do something. I really feel like the title might go to Nia Jax. They're really playing hot potato with the women's title lately, especially since Sasha won it at SummerSlam and then lost it to Alexa Bliss. So it would not be surprising if the title changed hands once again at the No Mercy pay-per-view. That being said, I don't know who's going to win. I think Nia Jax would be the ideal person to win because I feel like I'm surprised she has not held that title yet since being on the main roster. I feel like that would be, ideal just to throw the title on her. I don't know. Whoever wins is, not Alexa Bliss. Asuka is going to be coming up to the main roster soon. Michael Cole said in a few weeks, so I don't know if they're going to play it out like they did with that Emma thing they did last year, the whole Emmalina thing where it went 27 weeks, or we're actually going to get to see Asuka in a few weeks. Doubt it will go that way like that. So I think we'll see Asuka within the next few weeks on Monday Night Raw. So I'm looking forward to that and not looking forward to that at the same time because I know they'll probably ruin her on the main roster, especially because she's on Monday Night Raw, and that's what they do with everyone. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, what the hell? Raw's women's division is a mess. Not even the women's division. Monday Night Raw as a whole is just one hot mess. I mean, I don't know if it's me. I just don't know if it's me or it's just or the show actually does suck. Because the show, I felt like it just sucked tonight. It just sucked tonight. There was nothing to it. It didn't feel like a go-home show. There was really nothing I could pull from the show tonight that I enjoyed. Normally, there's like a segment or two where it's like, all right, that was good. Everything, there's only a couple of segments that I could say, that was half decent. There was nothing I really enjoyed about the show tonight. I could have cared less. I legit could have just went to sleep and been okay with missing Raw tonight. That's how bad it was tonight. I felt like there wasn't going to be anything eventful happening. There was nothing to watch. That's awful because I have never really felt like that about Monday Night Raw. But tonight I did. I just didn't care to watch at all. I've lost interest in what was ever happening tonight. I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view Sunday. I'm always looking forward to the pay-per-view, you know what I mean? But just what happened tonight was just boring. Let's get back into the show here, but tag teams, I'm just talking about how just everything's a mess on Raw. The Raw tag team division is just a dumpster fire right now. I mean, you have Sheamus and Cesaro, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Gallows and Anderson. 3 good tag teams right there. You're missing the Revival, we know that. The Hardy Boys, I don't know if they're really a tag team anymore. They're kind of going their own way now, sort of. Not really. I don't know what they're doing with the Hardys. The Hardys are another whole story. I could go on for about 10, 15 minutes about how WWE's failed with them since they've came to the main roster. Not the main roster, since they came back to the company. Since WrestleMania. I mean, ever since they put the titles on them at WrestleMania, that was cool and all, but ever since they didn't give them the broken gimmick, and it's safe to say I don't really think we're going to get it now, they just, they ruined it. Simple as that. But there was a big tag match. Who cares? I don't even know who won. I think Sheamus and Cesaro won the match. I could barely keep my eyes open during this show, guys. Cena Reigns video package. All right, you know what? The video package. I enjoyed the video package. They had it was kind of like putting all the Cena and Reigns promos and kind of putting them together into a nice video package. I'll give them props on that. That was good for about 5 minutes or whatever it was. But, I shouldn't be sitting here pulling about 5-10 minutes of the show out and saying that's all I enjoyed from a 3-hour-plus episode of Raw. That's absurd. But let me go through here. Maybe there is more stuff. I don't know. I can't remember anything, to be honest with you guys. Kurt Hawkins. How about this? Kurt Hawkins is 0-15. He has not won a match since he's returned to the company about a little over a year ago. Amazing. Just amazing. He lost to, Apollo Crews tonight. Yeah, 0-15 Kurt Hawkins. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's just like one thing after another. It's like, all right, whatever. Kurt Hawkins is on versus Apollo Crews. Does anybody care to watch that? Nope. Lesnar and Strowman, why did they do that interview thing the way they did it? That was stupid, just dumb. Why, Michael Cole was... I don't even know if it was just stupid. I don't even know what to say. I'm out of things to say for this show, guys. The way they did that interview... I'm excited for the Lesnar-Strowman match, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Why didn't they just have them, come out to... it would have made the show so much better if they maybe came out to the ring. I know, it's repetitive, and, we've seen it 1,000 times, but I would have much better enjoyed a contract signing, even though it would have turned out into chaos, and they would have destroyed each other, and it would have been a complete mess. I would have much rather enjoyed that than that weird-ass interview they did where they were both in, separate rooms backstage, and then Michael Cole was on the announce table doing the interview or whatever. It just didn't make any sense. It was just stupid. It's the same thing. It was sort of the same thing they did with Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar back in the summer. But that would end up turning out better because then they ended up kind of getting into a brawl, I think. So that worked out better. This was just kind of laziness. Laziness again. There I go again, referring to the show as laziness. Roman Reigns cuts a promo. Everybody was excited for that. Roman Reigns. He says the same thing every week. Every week it's the same thing. Calls Cena a fake-ass bitch or something like that. I don't know what it was. Something like that, though. Something. Every week. He said that in the last 4-5 straight weeks. He said that to John Cena. Cena wasn't even here tonight. And what the hell's Roman out here bringing up Alex Riley for? That was so out of the blue. I was, caught off guard by that. Why was Alex Riley getting brought up? What the hell was going on here tonight, guys? Alex Riley gets brought up. Then the next thing you know, I look up on the TV and they're showing part of an episode from 2012 Monday Night Raw, where Cena's cutting a promo on The Rock. Like, what the hell are they doing tonight? They're bringing up Alex Riley, showing 2012 clips of Raw. I felt like I was back in 2012. What was happening tonight? Bray Wyatt versus Dustin Rhodes, Goldust. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here. Bray Wyatt picks up the win. Goldust is. I don't know if Goldust is done. I mean, it almost seems like they're hinting at like maybe him retiring soon or whatever. He might be. I don't know. I mean, he's up there with age and everything. I don't know. Sucks to see him kind of just go out like that if it is. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him again. I'm sure he'll turn up sometime soon again. But Bray Wyatt has a match with him. Bray Wyatt obviously picks up the win. Finn Balor confronts him on the Tron like they've done the last 500 weeks, going back all the way before their SummerSlam feud where they just, do it vice versa every week. One of the most boringest feuds on Raw right now is Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. It just doesn't have anything to do with it. And they had their match Sunday that I could give a shit about. Their man versus man match or whatever. What the hell? This feud should have just ended after SummerSlam. The fact that they are still going on with this feud is just absurd. There's no need to go on to it. They should have just went their separate ways, did something else. But you know what? I bet, WWE initially had in mind before SummerSlam that they would go their separate ways. And you know what probably ended up happening? SummerSlam came, it happened, and then they just, they got lazy with the booking, and they were like, you know what, let's just have them have another match at No Mercy so we don't have to come up with new storylines or anything. Because that's how they are these days. They just can't come up with anything new. Same shit every week, over and over again. It's not as bad over on SmackDown. It's a little bit better. SmackDown's at least watchable times. Thank God for SmackDown, because if it was just Monday Night Raw right now, it would be, I don't even know if I'd be watching. It's just hard to watch what happens on Raw the majority of the time these days. And it's just, I've been saying it. I don't know if it's ever going to get better. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is what we have to live with now. Maybe it's never going to get better because it's, and I would always say it. I'm always saying it's from the last year now, ever since the brand split, I'm like, it's going to eventually get better. It's gotta. And, it's just week after week goes by, and it's just still the same old nonsense, and it's just, I guess it won't ever get better. Nothing to look forward to. Oh, you know what? I did like this here, too. Here's another thing I liked. Braun Strowman basically murdering Enzo Amore. That was funny. Enzo Amore, oh, my God. He's going to win the title Sunday. I'm telling you guys, he's going to win the title Sunday. They're going to do it. They're going to take the title off Neville and put it on Enzo Amore, the Cruiserweight title. I just have this awful feeling they're going to do it. It just almost, it's like written right there. It's like written right there. You could just see it that they're going to do it. They've had Enzo kind of, you just tell by the way Enzo's been beaten down the past weeks. You could just have this weird feeling, man. He's going to end up winning the title. Oh, my God, people are going to be outraged. What a bad decision that will be. That would just be awful. Yeah, but Braun Strowman killed him. I like that. That was funny. So that's my about other, 3 minutes of the show I enjoyed. Neville versus Grand Metalik in a quick match toward the end. Neville picks up the win. And then the 6-man match at the end of the show, number 1 contender match for the Intercontinental title. Predictable as can be, Jason Jordan picks up the win. No surprise here. Thought maybe there was a possibility Jeff Hardy could win, or maybe Matt Hardy. I didn't think Bo Dallas or Curtis Axel would win, or Elias Sampson. But I thought they could win, but most likely I was like, yeah, Jason Jordan's probably going to end up winning, based on what happened at the beginning of the show and everything. So he ends up winning. We're going to get Jason Jordan versus The Miz Sunday. How exciting is that match going to be? It might be a good match, but, I mean, there's just, like I said, they do no character for Jason Jordan. It's hard to get excited to watch Jason Jordan when, there's nothing to him. They need to get something, like, get him a character. I'm so sick of saying this every week. Just stop being lazy, give him something. I mean, I don't know what the deal is here. That's it, guys, though, for Raw. 4.5. I don't know. I'm going back to 4 out of 10. Not even a 4.5. 4 out of 10 for Raw tonight, guys. I just could not stand this show tonight. Like I said, I forgot it was even a go-home show. It didn't even feel like a go-home show. The pay-per-view Sunday, I'm excited to see Cena versus Reigns. Also to see Lesnar versus Strowman. Those 2 matches should be exciting. Majority of everything else, Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, could give a shit. Enzo Amore versus Neville could give a shit. I kind of want to see the women's match. I don't know, though. Now it's a 5-way match, and it's just like more and more people. It's going to be one hectic big mess. Probably with some stupid booking decision to end it. So I don't know. That will be interesting to see. And then we got Sheamus and Cesaro versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose again. That might be good. I mean, they put on a great match at SummerSlam, so it might be a good match. Not necessarily highly anticipated match, but it could be a good match though. So I don't know. It's a solid card though. I'm gonna do a prediction video later this week right here on the channel. So subscribe for that if you want to see my predictions for the No Mercy pay-per-view. That would be up probably around like Friday afternoon or whatever. So I don't know. I was in a great mood. Today, but then Raw ruined it, as usual. Keep my fingers crossed that SmackDown brings my hopes back up, puts me in a better mood tomorrow night. But I don't know. SmackDown's been disappointing me a lot lately too. SmackDown's been okay. It hasn't been as bad as Raw. There's been actually stuff that's been decent enough on it. But SmackDown's just, I feel like I get so hyped for SmackDown every week anymore, and it just disappoints me. It doesn't live up to the expectations I feel like it should be. So I don't know. I mean, there's nothing really this week that's making me want to watch. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, because whenever there is, it just turns out to kind of be boring. Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title. To be honest, don't want to see that at all. Probably going to be some kind of screwy finish, sets up a match at Hell in a Cell. And then the fallout from Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon, which is the best thing going in WWE right now. That Kevin Owens feud with the McMahon family. That is easily, by far, my personal favorite thing right now in the company as a whole. It's all really I'm enjoying at this point in time. I mean, some of the Cena Reigns stuff on Raw. Other than that, those are the two things right now that's only good in WWE. But that's basically it, guys, though, for my Monday Night Raw review. Bit quick here tonight, but like I said, just boring show overall. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in the comment section below. Go follow me all over social media. Links will be listed in the description. As always, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow with some news videos and my SmackDown live review after SmackDown right here on the Glorious Podcast.